it for, 2-3 hours, and just get my mind right before I get my day right. And once that's right, everything's going to flow. Everything's going to fall into place.
I feel like we've had a bunch of guests on the podcast so far that have been really, really motivational and have been through really hard times. But there's no one that stands out as much as you. And it's crazy that we had you on the podcast so early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thank you. I appreciate that.
It's interesting. For people that don't, like, if you're listening to this now and maybe you started listening to our podcast later on, you do need to go back.
Oh, yes.
Go back to the beginning, listen to the first podcasts, and listen to Sean's podcast. And you'll get to hear the full story. What happened, how he got injured and everything. So that'll kind of bring light kind of what we're talking about a little bit more.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, even with the first podcast, I wanted to hold back a whole lot, because I know once and if I'm able to get a book out there and just pour everything I can. I mean, I'm not, like I've probably said before, I'm not holding back on anything. Mm-hmm. This will be a tell-all, why I am the way I am, why I'm so positive, why I have the mental status I do. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a real raw story about everything. Yeah. So
when did that mentality get into your mindset? Did you start growing that mindset before you were injured, or did that come after the fact?
I think I've always had the mindset mentality. I was just always on the go and being a wild child. Yeah. I never. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was always there because I mean that drive I have now has always been there. Whether it was chasing women or street racing, or I mean, I always gave it 120% on anything I did, or I didn't want to do it. So I think I've always had it. It's just after the accident and years of, just ICU trips and hospital trips and surgeries and infections and, flatlining, just all of it. I think it's really, and of course, listening to, everybody I've named before, they've really gave me the, don't have a victim's mentality.
Yeah.
Right.
I've started to take ownership of, everything that's happened, everything I've done. Like I was talking to, the woman from the school, and she kind of said to me, well, aren't you mad still at the driver? And I said, well, it was my decision to get in the car too.
That's
so, true. It's not just the driver's fault. I was the idiot who got in the car. Yeah. So it is, once you really sit down and look at your life and analyze it, because you only know your bullshit. You only know if you're lying to yourself. You only know, the real raw truth. So it's really taking ownership and accountability.
Yeah.
So I did that, and life's been good. Yeah. So
it's a freeing feeling. It totally
it really is.
It's so hard to stress that enough to people because they want to point the blame. Like, well, it was the driver's fault, or it's the government's fault is why I don't have a job, or it's my boss's fault that I don't get a raise, or it's and they don't take on that personal accountability, and that's a sad place to live. It really is. Yeah, because really if they knew that if they just took accountability for everything and just said, okay, it's my fault for all of this, it's my fault for my health, my finances, my relationships, it's my fault, then you can free yourself to make a new story.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Man, I feel like it's so hard to stress that enough
to
people. And some people just don't get it, and others just want to live in victim mode.
Yeah.
They just do.
Yeah. It's sad. And I mean, if they're not willing to change, I can only help somebody so much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll do my part the best I can. But if you're not, willing to take the leap of faith, then, I don't think, you'll ever change. So it's taking ownership, honestly.
Yeah,
just
for sure.
Of everything. So.
Yeah. And I think, like you mentioned Jocko, and that's kind of like his whole deal. It's taking ownership of your life and everything in it. And I think I've strengthened that part of my attitude from listening to people like Jocko, and it can be so helpful. Like you said, you listen to a motivational thing, like for when you're getting ready or whatever, and it can make all the difference, man.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there's an old saying, a positive thought in the morning will bring a positive day.
Yeah.
A negative thought in the morning will bring a negative day. So
isn't that the truth?
I mean, I start off with listening to something positive the second I open my eyes. And I mean, if negative things or negative situations try to come in, I try not to let them interfere with me or my energy. Sometimes it does, because, I am human, but other times I won't allow it. I won't allow, negative people or negative energy, or, I mean, even listening to negative music in the morning, it's just, that's not for me.
So there's this thing that I teach called the law of association, and you're saying it right there. Is there's some people that you can hang around for an hour, but not a day, right? There's some things that you can listen to for 20 minutes, but not 3 hours, right? There's different influences. The longer it lingers, the more it's going to influence your actions, behaviors, thoughts, all that kind of stuff, right? Which influences your outcomes in your life. So if you're influencing positive, right, more and outweighs the negative stuff, then your direction in your life is going to be more positive.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's all about perception drives performance.
That's awesome.
So
you're doing it, man. You sound like you're killing it. You're doing awesome.
And you have a lot of stuff going on right now, in particular, like with your building of the basement and stuff like that. And I'm sure it gets to the point where, like, it's really difficult for you, but I just appreciate the fact that you don't let that show.
Yes.
And you probably let it show in your private life or whatever, but you don't ever let it show on your social media and stuff like that. And so, and that's really important.
Yeah, it helps a lot of people.
Yes, but on the same note, I like showing people, the good, the positive, all that good stuff. But I want to show people, the negative
the
side
hard
of it.
times,
The hard. I mean, it's just, I mean, what I go through at night, getting in bed, getting out of bed, just to show that part of my life. Because it's not all sunshine and rainbows. I do try to show as much as I can to everybody. But yes, that's just another goal for this year, is just to show more of my life. Because I mean, people they can't get it with just a 30-second video or a 50 minute a minute long video or something like that. So
yeah, you should start a podcast, man.
Yeah. Hey, it might happen. You never know.
Yeah.
I'm like I am. If I do, I would love to look into maybe I wouldn't say a secretary, but somebody to maybe do my emails and social media for me. Because I mean, it's getting to a point. I try to show love to everybody, comment back, because I do. I appreciate everybody who follows me, everybody who views my videos, who shares them, who takes their time out to view it, because that's huge. So I do try to get back to everybody, but sometimes it can be overwhelming.
Fall through the cracks. Yeah.
And it's not just, they fall through the cracks. Sometimes it may take me 2 or 3 days just all day on social media to get back to people, to do Zoom calls, to do emails, to send text messages back. But it's not a complaint. I love it. And maybe one day I can have a secretary who can do that.
Yeah, that would be really awesome.
Yeah.
That's because you don't realize how much really goes into it, I guess. With scheduling people and and like a secretary would be so awesome, man.
There's so much. So much scheduling and phone calls and emails and setting dates up, and it's not just the social media part. It's you should know this, Shane. It's the hospital trips. It's the doctor's visit. It's the CAT scans, the EKGs, the blood work. You name it.
Those take a lot of time.
Yeah.
They take all day.
I've never gone to a doctor's appointment and been on time.
No, I've been sitting in the room for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, sorry, I'm a little late." I'm like, "A little, doc." But hey,
it's nothing out of the norm, man. That's how it is.
Yeah, it's how it is nowadays. And you know what? That it is what it is, and I'm okay with that. So, but it does. It is a lot of work. Doing social media and YouTube and just trying to catch up. I'm trying to play catch up with mustard sometimes. So I'm juggling stuff I can't, but it gets done.
Yeah. Sounds like that'll be the next time we talk to you. Be like, I got a secretary.
Yeah.
Somebody
met
handling
David Goggins, me and Dakota went skydiving.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I hope so. I hope the next time we talk, I have a lot of those goals accomplished and checked off.
Yeah.
So
dude, it sounds like this year is going to be awesome for you, dude.
Oh yeah.
It is. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep the ball rolling, keep not
punching.
just keep punching, keep everybody happy, keep it going. That's all I can do.
If you get that name patented or whatever,
trademarked, yes.
Yeah, trademark.
Just go to uspto.com.
But you gotta let us still use it.
Oh yeah, we'll still be saying it. We're still gonna say it. He's gonna have to file a lawsuit against me not to say that.
I know.
Because we do say it on our podcast. We say that,
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping. I hope it becomes a thing.
Yeah.
I'm actually I don't know if any of my followers are going to be wild enough, but one of my next tattoos, I want to get hashtag keep punching just somewhere on me and see if it could become like a thing.
Yeah.
Because it is. Regardless of your circumstances, of your adversity, of your triumph, of your story, whatever it is, whatever you're facing, you got to keep punching. You got to keep going. That's it. That's the bottom line.
Yep.
Keep going. So
and Stone Cold said so.
Yeah.
Well, and keep punching sounds better than just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Or it's the same idea, but keep punching. It just has more of an impact to it, I think. You gotta punch and break down the walls. So mentally, physically, spiritually, all of it.
And
all aspects.
It sounds to me like that's what you're really focused on right now, and
yes, sir.
You're accomplishing it.
Yeah, little by little, slowly but surely, the turtle's going to win the race.
Yeah,
man, that's awesome.
Thank you all.
Dude, it's been great talking to you again.
Oh, yeah.
It's been good talking to you guys. I appreciate it.
I've been
Thank
lifted again.
Yep.
That's what I love about these podcasts.